Hi Pisces, welcome to your July 2020 Tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website just below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us, you, or should I say, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, for your actions and interactions with the world at large. This month, you get... You've got the Nine of Pentacles, so you are working very hard this month, Pisces. You are really putting in those hours and that work. All right, so your Nine of Pentacles is right, we'll talk about the enjoyment factor in a minute, but at first, right, your Nine of Pentacles is where you put in a lot of time, energy, and sacrifice. This is where it's kind of like it's very much a delayed gratification card. This is where you kind of put in the work now for a moment where you can step back later and say, you know what, I've done enough. Now, because this is in your actions and interactions with the world at large as well, this is about you looking at how you can refine the skills that you have. This is about taking on board new knowledge, new methodologies. Maybe this is about you learning more about your specific personal craft, whatever that might be, whatever industry you work in. This is about you saying to yourself, right, okay, you know what, I need more skills, I need more knowledge. Now, it may not necessarily be that you do, because the Nine of Pentacles is always, it's refinement in general, which kind of says that you're moving, because it's your actions, what you're doing, you're moving with practiced grace. You are showing the best of your, the best of your attributes. This is about you really showing up, really demonstrating the expertise that you already have. But there's a part of you that's like, no, you know what, I want to take this even further. I want to do even better at whatever it is that I'm working on. So it looks like you're working very hard. Now, this could be whatever job you have, it could be whatever other job you have. It just looks like you're really putting in the hours and you're really putting in the work this month. So this is really nice. I actually like this for you as well, because there's an energy here that sees you moving or doing or going about your duties with a practiced ease and grace that just seems to show up. For your money and materials, you've got the Four of Pentacles, right? So you've got pentacles coming out all over the place so far. All right, so for your money and your finances, this is a month where you are looking at the money. This is the month where you're paying attention to the finances. You're doing what you can about saving. Maybe you are creating savings. Maybe you are trying to find ways that you can bring more money into the home, into the experience that you're having. This is a really nice energy for you because it sees you very focused on that. Like, how do I make more money? How do I bring more finance and money into my world? But also, how do I start saving money? And this looks like you, because you've got the Nine of Pentacles here right next to the Four. So this is you very focused on creating something specific or creating the resources that you need for something specific, i.e. saving for a mortgage, i.e. saving for, I don't know, that new piece of equipment that you need for your business. Maybe like you're making very practical, tangible steps towards creating the kind of resources or nest egg that you need to make the moves that you want to, which is great, right? And because you've got it with the Nine of Pentacles, it kind of looks like this month you're going to be so focused on what you're doing that you won't have much of an opportunity to spend any money, because you're just going to be too busy. You just won't have the time to say like, oh, I'll go and do this, and oh, I'll go and do that. Like, Pisces, this month you are going to be working really hard. When it comes to your health, this is a month for you to pay attention to your liver or your gallbladder. The thing that I want to say to you on that front as well, you've got, it's really important when it comes to, come on brain, when it comes to drinking or imbibing, this is not a month for you to overdo it. I've said that to pretty much everyone this month, just because there's a lot of woolly energy up in the stars. So just really look after that aspect of yourself. And the thing is, when we talk about your liver, it's not always just about not overindulging with alcohol. Sometimes this can be certain foods that you eat. Like if you eat too much fat or too much What's the other one? You know, like just there's a lot of things that can put stress on the liver. So this is a month for you to really think about your diet. When it comes to the home itself, home looks good, home looks steady. You know, I'm not seeing any issues with it there. It does look like you might want a change, but you're not sure about how to go about it. So again, you think about it this month. When something comes up when it comes to the home, you're playing the long game here, all right? For your communications and conversations, you have the Seven of Cups. Now, this I kind of expected because we've got a Mercury retrograde. Now, remember, even though we do have a Mercury retrograde this month, it's a trine energy to you. So this is a harmonious energy, which means it's likely to be bringing someone or something back into your life for re-examination, but it could be something that ends up being a blessing in disguise or just a plain old blessing. The thing is, it's going to be up to you to figure out which it is. And because you've got the Seven of Cups, here's the thing, you are working really hard like we've seen, but it's important that you don't split your focus. Only focus on and put energy into the things that are actually going to yield results for you. This is not a month to go off on tangents. It's not a month to spread yourself too thin. And it's definitely not a month for you to take things at face value. Like if somebody offers you something or somebody shows up, don't straight away think to yourself, oh, you know, maybe that just means we're meant to reconnect. Ask yourself what the purpose of this person or this thing coming back into your life is, so that you can decipher the meaning behind it. Remember, the Seven of Cups is very confusion sort of energy, so something for you to think about. And then here, next to the Four of Pentacles, it could be that somebody's trying to financially guilt trip you in some way, shape or form. So just consider that, all right? When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which means this month you are meeting someone. For those of you that are single, you are physically in person actually meeting someone. You may connect online first, but this is about you meeting them. Now, here's the thing, right? Because you've got the Seven of Cups in your communications. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm not saying this person isn't to be trusted. I'm just saying just be cautious, because what you're hearing and what they're saying might be two different things. What you're saying and they're hearing might be two different things. This is just making sure you are on that same wavelength. And one thing that Kelly Rosano says that I absolutely love, right, is if they're good for you this month, they'll be good for you next month, right? Move slowly. This is not a time for you to jump into bed with anyone. Just take your time getting to know this person before you move in any way, shape or form in a direction with them. And that way you'll get the most out of the connection, and you'll see if this is the person that's meant to be for you. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing a connection coming for you guys this month. And I really like it. This is a meeting in person. It's kind of like I see you sat at a table, maybe you're having some wine, maybe you're having dinner, you know, now it doesn't have to be at a restaurant. This could be at your house. This could be at their house. Very likely to be at your house because you're very busy this month. So that's possible. But if that is the case, make it a proper date. And, you know, be old school about it. Don't kiss and tell on the first date. For those of you that are partnered, this looks like you and your partner are moving off in a new financial direction. It looks like you're really thinking at the moment about maybe not necessarily the area that you live in, but it looks like you have some sort of plan that you would like to go about. And there's a part of you that's thinking about doing that. And it looks like you're kind of unsure about whether your partner is kind of in for it. The only way you're ever really going to know is by asking. All right, for your first week of the month, you get the Chariot card, right? So look at this. Although you're working really hard, you are absolutely smashing it. This looks like some sort of, and it looks like one of those moments where you'll kind of step back and you can kind of say, yeah, you know what, the hard work has paid off. This is going to be great. This could be coming from a boss. It could be coming from your peers. It could be coming from a colleague. It might even be coming from a client. But this month you are probably going to hear someone saying to you, you know what, that is a job really well done. Thank you for your assistance or your service. This is really, really nice to see. It also looks like as well, this month you're going to be saying to yourself, you know what, I understand the need to work hard, but you are going to kind of call yourself up on your workaholic tendencies this month. You'll be really very conscious about that. For your second week of the month, you have the Temperance card. So definitely welcoming in more money, more finances, definitely focusing on some sort of big project, some sort of big purchase. But the thing is, it's only this month that you're focusing on it. It's not like something you're going to be able to do this month. You're having to do this at a later date. So it's kind of like this month you're putting everything in place to start building the pot in order to make that thing happen. So something exciting is happening there. When it comes to the home, again, it looks like you are making space for something. So you could be having a proper declutter this month. You could be throwing things out, and it's all kind of aimed at, even if you don't know this on the surface, it's all aimed at welcoming someone or something into the home. So you're kind of, this month it's like you're clearing things out, making space for somebody to come in, which is really exciting. For those of you, and then for your health wise, yeah, it looks like you might be speaking to a doctor or a professional this month, because the Temperance card can very often represent people in the health industry. So I'm just looking at this and I'm like, okay, maybe you're seeing a health professional. I don't see anything being wrong. I just see that maybe you're going for a checkup or, you know, some sort of maintenance. And it looks like it'll either be your diet or maybe your overindulgence sort of tendency that might come up over that. And very likely to be something to do with the liver. Now, like I said, don't panic. I'm not seeing anything huge here. I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, but this is the energy that's coming through. For your third week of the month, you have the Star card. So definitely meeting somebody online. It's definitely going far. It's definitely going to be an interesting time of it. It looks like you're really connecting very well with someone. It does look like there are some great connections being forged this month. And it does look like an old friend, and it does feel like it will be a friend. An old friend is coming back into the fold, or it may be even an old friend is coming to visit. I just, like I said, be really cautious, because I don't necessarily feel like this is meant to be a grand unification. It could very well just be that this person's coming up for a reason to highlight something to you so that you can assimilate the lesson and then move on. But yeah, it definitely looks like you guys are meeting somebody online, and whoever it is, you will, over the course of this month, you will be meeting this person in person, which is really exciting. And then for your fourth week of the month, you've got the Hanged Man. Now, this is a card or an energy that you are used to, because this rules Neptune/Pisces, which is nice. It falls underneath the Ace of Pentacles. So, like I said, this is just a card of reassessment and reevaluation, but it's also, for those of you that are single, just take your time. Aside from everything else that the Hanged Man means, it means inaction. Don't do anything, right? Just see what happens. Just see what comes up. Don't give it too much time. Don't give it too much thought. Don't give it too much energy. Just be along for the ride. You'll get so much more out of it. For those of you that are partnered, again, very similar, but it does look like you are gearing up to make some sort of move or some sort of change. This might be something to do with your work or something to do with your job. Now, I will say this, whatever change you are thinking about making at the moment, you've got another year, so stay put for now. All right, I'd say that because you've got the Hanged Man, do nothing, Ace of Pentacles, 1 year. Stay put. You've got another year at where you're at, and then you can start looking at whatever your exit strategy might be. For your key to the month. Oh, okay. Jumping out. You've got the Two of Cups, connections, relationships, collaborations, and the Two of Swords. You're going to have to really go with your gut and trust your feelings on this. I feel like for those of you that are single, there really is someone amazing coming in for you. But I will say this, and I think I said this in one of the previous readings actually for Pisces. It may very well be that this person has a bit of a past. It may be that this person has, some skeletons in their closet. at our ages, because most of the people that watch me are like 28 plus, we've all got it, right? We've all got stuff that we're working on or working through. It's part of life. You just got to figure out how much of that you're willing to wade through for the person that you see in front of you. But there's definitely a connection coming in, which is really nice, very exciting. So for those of you that are single, this is definitely a great month where you really are meeting somebody, but you're going to have to consider who this person is. And then with the Two of Swords there, trust your gut, listen to your intuition. Is this person the right person for you? If they are, like I said, you know, if they're great for you this month, they're going to be great for you next month. Take your time. You have all the time that you need. And then for those of you that are partnered, again, whatever big change you are gearing up to make, your partner will definitely support you, but it's important that you keep them in the know, because if you try to withhold and then spring it on them at the last minute, they're not going to thank you for it, and it could end up causing more problems than, you know, more harm than good. But this is a really interesting month. It's going to be a very exciting month for you. I can't wait to see how it shapes up. Let me know in the comments. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know. Take care, and I'll see you soon.